I have spent the last couple of hours. I changed that top case over to a larger, more square top case. We was going to paint this case white and put it over on the Zodiac, but I decided to put it on here. And as far as the case goes, I had the case bolted in literally like 5 minutes. It just was a perfect fit for the luggage rack. Didn't have to drill no holes or nothing. It matched up perfect. But adding my lights to it took quite a while. And what I found out, let me kick this on here. Got little, I don't know if it'll pick it up this much sunlight because they're little running lights down the sides. And I brought them up. It's actually two separate strips, one strip going down and one strip on the sides. I had intended on using these as the brake lights across the back up here, and these are the lights like you buy on Amazon. They were really cheap, and warning to anybody who wants to buy LEDs off of Amazon for brake light purposes, just don't. They're not very bright. It's perfectly fine at night for running lights, but for a brake light it doesn't put out much light. And two, the wires, I've actually still got some of these. I will show you what I am talking about. The wiring, if I don't fall here, is all kinds of stuff in there. I mean, I can't even get this to focus. There we go. Teeny tiny little bitty wire. And stripping this back, just merely twisting the wires together caused the wires to break. And the problem I had was underneath the case under here. Of course, I've got a lot of tape. I use that black Gorilla tape to kind of clean it up some, but underneath the case, back in this corner where these lights, the wires they supply, I started off with enough wire, but it kept breaking and kept breaking and kept breaking, and finally it got to where the wire was literally just under the rack. There was nothing to tie into, and I tested it. I touched what was left of the bare wire under the rack, and this is on the ground, thank goodness. I touched it to the rack and the lights come on, so I knew I had ground. So I literally just used a dab of silicone over it and put tape over it and taped the ground wire for the running light onto the rack, because it was that or tear all of this off and start over again. And after messing with it for 2 hours in the sun, I was kind of tired, and it works. But anyway, so fair warning. Now these are called, I forgot the brand, they call them Hyper Bright. And I thought, okay, that sounds like what I'm looking for. Set the brake here. And they are hyper bright. Even in the daytime, it's very bright. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but I mean, they are very bright. Much brighter than the ones going down the sides. So that's pretty easy to pick out. And now I got to put all this back together. But just kind of cleaning that up. That little brake light, that little reflector in there has had a bad seal, and it was just kind of like dark gray instead of having that chrome reflector. So I got all of that cleaned up, nice and shiny. So, and I put a new bulb in just to be on the safe side since I had all that apart. So maybe people will see me stop, I hope.